Hey guys, it's Funny Gamer here, and today I am back with another Doors video. And in this video, I'm going to compare all of the entities' strengths and weaknesses to determine which one of them would win in a fight to the death. Now, before we get started, I'd just like to thank everyone so much for all of the recent support, and you can kind of consider this video a 3,000/4,000 subscriber special, as I haven't made any. And yeah, I will continue to make lots of Doors videos, so thank you guys so much for watching them. Let's get right into the video. To start off, there are 14 entities in the game, and this is the tournament bracket that I will be using to compare them. Remember that this is just my opinion, and if you think a different entity should take the win, make sure to let me know in the comments. First of all, we have Seek versus Halt. And Halt would likely try and use its signature move by teleporting in front and behind Seek, but that wouldn't really work out because Seek is very fast and always knows where its enemy is based on the eyes that it uses on the walls, so it would likely just be able to attack Halt, and yeah, so that's why I'm giving this first win to Seek, as they're just kind of faster and more powerful. Next we have Eyes versus Screech. Screech may be able to sneak up on most enemies, but Eyes can look at anywhere at all times, as they're just eyes and they always are looking at their enemy. They would just attack Screech, and Screech wouldn't really be able to do anything and would likely just die, making Eyes the winner of that round. Next we have Figure versus Hide. And Hide is kind of a wimp, as they don't even appear on levels that Figure is in, and Figure is also just, well, more powerful in general. Hide may be able to deal around 40 to 45 damage, but Figure can one-shot a player, making them more powerful, and they just be able to attack Hide, and that's why Figure wins that round. Next is Ambush versus Glitch. And technically, Glitch destroys the hotel as it's going through, meaning that it would just destroy any entity it came after, but Glitch is also non-canon, which kind of makes it hard for them to fight other entities if they don't really exist, which is why I'm giving this win to Ambush. Next, we have Timothy versus Jack, and even though Jack can scare you quite a lot and has a cool red room, Timothy can deal damage, and even though it's only 3 and it can't kill you, that's more powerful than Jack, so that's why I'm giving this win to Timothy. Next is Rush versus the Guiding Light, and you may be wondering why I included the Guiding Light in this tournament, as they're not really an actual entity, but I wanted to make this tournament have an even number of entities, so that's why I'm including them, even though they pretty much just get destroyed by Rush, because they can't even really do anything except for light up doors and help the player after they've died. So that's why Rush wins that round. Next we have Window versus Shadow, and I'm gonna have to give Shadow the win for this one, as even though each of them aren't really powerful, Shadow has the ability to scare players by jump scaring them when they open specific doors, and Window just kind of sits there, so I'm gonna give this win to Shadow. And that is the end for the first round. So let's move on to the second round, starting off with Seek versus Eyes. And unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to give this win to Eyes, as, well, they're always looking everywhere, and this is where Seek's ability to create eyes on walls really doesn't help them, because that just means Eyes is always looking at them and always dealing damage to Seek, which is why I think Seek would lose this round, bringing Eyes to the next round, which is kind of surprising considering they're not even that powerful of an entity when in game. Next is Figure versus Ambush, and since Ambush makes a ton of noise and Figure's ability to hear noise is amplified, Figure will pretty much always know where they're coming from and will be able to attack them at any time. Now, since these each insta-kill players, it's kind of hard to determine which would win, but I'm gonna give the win to Figure due to them always knowing where Ambush will be. Next, we have Timothy versus Rush, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to give this win to Rush because Timothy only deals 3 damage while Rush can kill a player instantly, making them just a bit more powerful. So Rush moves on to the next round. So for a third round, we have Eyes versus Figure, and this is where Eyes is actually very weak because Figure can't see, meaning that Eyes can't attack them. So Figure would just be able to attack Eyes as, I mean, they don't even really make that much noise, but Eyes can't kill Figure, so I'm gonna give this win to Figure, and that brings them to the finals. Next, we have Rush versus Shadow, and since Shadow can't really do anything except jump scare players, and Rush can kill players in an instant, I'm gonna give this win to Rush, bring them to the finals. And here we are at the finals, Figure versus Rush. Who would win in a fight? Now this is kind of the same with Ambush, as Rush will just be running around extremely loud, allowing Figure to know where they are. And yeah, so Figure would be able to know where Rush is at all times, and would likely just attack Rush and finish them off. And that makes Figure the most powerful entity who could win in a fight against any other entity. But before we end this video, I'd just like to compare Figure to Seek for who would win, as Seek kind of got destroyed by Eyes almost immediately, but I think they'd actually have a chance against Figure, as they'll always know where Figure is due to the eyes on the wall that they create, and they can use the hands that come out of the windows in the final part of the chase sequence to grab Figure and make sure that they can't attack Seek. So that's why I think Seek could actually win against Figure. So you could also consider Seek the most powerful entity if they didn't have to fight Eyes. But anyways, that'll be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye! Oh, okay, that was close. What? Oh! I can't move. That was so close.